it. That's the coin toss. Cottage Hill wins the toss. They will defer to the second half. T.R. Miller will receive to open things here in the ball game tonight. So T.R. Miller offense, we'll get a look at them first. The big offensive line that you talked about, Donald, a little earlier in the pregame, and I think it's very important here to start the ball game. They come out and impose their will on the Wolfpack early.
Absolutely, and we go back to my comments a little bit earlier, and that is it's very important for the Tigers to execute on their game plan. Set it up here this evening. You've got undefeated T.R. Miller Tigers. They've got
athletes, and Mary B. I'm going to bring you in just a minute. 2 student athletes that were recognized on AL.com for their performances in week past. Amelia Peach was voted the Volleyball Player of the Week for the Coastal Region for the play that she exhibited last week, and our senior tailback, McHenry Coleman, was up for the award. Unfortunately, the vote didn't go his way, but it does not take away from his performance that he had last week in Bayside. So outstanding achievement for both of those. I want to congratulate both of them, Amelia and McHenry, and Mary B. going to bring you in real quick. We're set to kick. Back deep for the T.R. Miller Tigers, McHenry Coleman. He stands at his 8-yard line. He has Tamarick Jenkins to his left, Trey Walker to his right. Handling the kicking here for the Cottage Hill Bulldogs will be number 1, Justin Henderson. Here's the kick. It's going to be an onside effort. Cottage Hill has it. Cottage Hill is going to pick it up the 42-yard lines. You talked about
They've got the ball in good field position, so here we go.
Tip your hat to Cottage Hill. 1st and 10 from the T.R. Miller Tiger 43-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun formation, the running back in the pistol set behind him. He's going to give the first man off left guard, hit the line of scrimmage, fighting forward. Not a whole lot of running room there. That's going to be Hunter Harp, Cade Castleberry, Terry Samuels, all there.
Quarterback had a little trouble handling the football. Let's see how that plays out throughout tonight. Good stop by the T.R. Miller Tigers.
Cottage Hill runs the spread formation. That's going to be their base set, 2-by-2, the receivers, twin wideouts to the far side, twin wideouts to the near side. Pistol formation here for the Wolfpack. You're going to give off right guard again. Not a whole lot of room there.
Where the practice field is.
That'll be the south end zone. Cottage Hill going from your right to your left on the radio dial. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. Twin wideouts once again to the right. Twin wideouts also here to the near side. 3rd and 7 here for the Demon Deacons. Quarterback goes straight back. He fires down the near sideline. That pass is going to fall incomplete. It sails out of bounds. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 7. The line of scrimmage Jackets going to show punt here. 4th and 7. The line of scrimmage, the Tiger 40. The Tar Heels open the game with an onside kick. So you want to make sure they punt this and before you overcommit defensively. Snaps back. He is going to kick it away rugby style, high end over end kick. Nice punt there. That's going to hit around the 12-yard line. It's going to take a big bounce there. It's going to bounce laterally. It's going to be down there at the 12-yard line. So the Tiger offender, the guards will be Kyle Davis and Chris Jones. They're both seniors. Chris Jones playing exceptionally well. And the big tackles, James Peach, Fabian Jones. Jones manning the quarterback. He's in the shotgun formation. The lone back, McHenry Coleman. Play action pass to the near side. That's Trey Walker. Makes a man miss the 10. Still on his feet, 15, 20, 25, 30 down the near sideline, 35, 40. Taken out of bounds around the 41-yard line. So Tigers are going to pace the Commodores here early in the ball game. Wide outs now to either side. Manning stays on the shotgun formation. Play action pass. Screen pass to the far side. That's going to be Wynn. He makes a man miss the 45. Still on his feet, the 46. Flags come a-flying. That is going to be a face mask. A pick for the 5 offensive linemen seniors. The tight end, Terry Samuels, a senior. The quarterback, Jones Manning, is senior. The tailback, McHenry Coleman, is senior. So a very experienced veteran group here on the Tiger Oak. 1st and 10, T.R. middle of the line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line. Tall sweep to the near side. That's McHenry Coleman. Cuts up the 40, 35. Still on his feet, 30. Dragged down around the 28-yard line. Going to be real close to a first down. Think he's going to all spotted on the near hash. The Tigers going from your left to your right on the radio dial. Manning in the shotgun formation, takes a snap, rolls to the far side, looks, fires over in the flats, has his receiver. That's going to be Chardian Johnson. That's going to be enough for a first down. Chardian down inside the
reception by the Tigers.
1st and 10, T.R. Miller. T.R. Miller continues to go no huddle. Tigers in the red zone. He's going to give to McHenry Coleman, hitting the backfield. Good play there by the Warriors. 54. That's going to be Micah Crabtree getting penetration early, disrupting the ball gains for the first time tonight. 9:03 here to play in the first quarter. There is no score. T.R. Miller down inside the red zone, knocking on the door. Johnson split wide to the near side. Samuels a tight wing to the far side. Backs in the I formation. Manning the quarterback goes under center. play action pass on the near side. Manning's going to roll out. He's going to keep it. 15-10. Makes a man miss at the 8. Still in his feet. 5. Nice move there. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Touchdown, Jones Manning. How about that nifty footwork on the near sideline, Donald?
Outstanding run by Jones.
Hunter Brenton on for the extra point. Hunter Brenton's been outstanding in the kicking department here in the early part of the season. The snaps back. The hole's down by Caleb Winton. The kick's up. It's going to be good. So just like that, T.R. Miller out in front, 7-0. Chardy and Johnson on the kickoff here for the Tigers. T.R. Miller out in front, 7-0. 8:40 here in the first quarter. Here's the kick. Good end-over-end kick there by Chardy and Johnson. Let's see if it went out of bounds or if it got into the end zone. The ball landed at the 3-yard line, went out right on, but didn't mark it back to the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure either.
1st and 10, Cottage Hill. The ball on their own 10-yard line. They trail 7-0 here. 8 minutes to go, 8.5 minutes in the opening quarter. Pass to the far side of the field. He has his receiver up to the 15. Going to be taken out there. That's going to be Ahmad Taylor. Draw up across the defensive front. We'll set the linebackers in just a moment. 2nd and 4 here for the Warriors. Another completed pass on the near side. Wow! Trip Floyd. Welcome to 3A football. Well, Davis in there as well. William Yancey Jernigan at one of the outside linebackers. He'll be joined by fellow senior Derek Murray. 3rd and 6 for the Volunteers here, deep in their own territory. Snaps back. They're going to throw the swing pass to the far side. Wide open receiver. He's going to have the first down. He's going to have more. He gets up across the 25-yard line. Driven out. They're going to go no huddle. 7:30 here to play in the opening quarter. T.R. Miller leads 7-0. They're going to give the first man through off right guard. Now going to bounce to the far sideline up across the 35. Excuse me. That's going to be the 25-yard line out at the 28. Good pick tackle in the secondary for the Tigers. 28, Ahmad Taylor. 11, Jordan Samuels at the corners. Your safeties, Tamarit Jenkins and Chardy and Johnson, both of them juniors. 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Quarterback play action pass. Looks, fires, has a man open the far sideline. He's going to have a first down. He'll be taken out of bounds around the 34-yard line by Trip Floyd. So another. Once again, I need 2 for LSU. I'm sure you can decipher that. 1st and 10 Warriors. The line of scrimmage are on 34-yard line. Twin wide outs to the near side, lone wide out to the far side. Straight drop back, send him to the screen. That's going to go up. He's going to have his guy disrupting the backfield by Ronald Young. Trip Floyd over again, very active from middle linebacker. The Cardinal trying to set up the screen. I'm telling the quarterback, David Carpenter, he's a senior. He throws it well. I watched him in the pregame, really spins it. Excuse me, that's going to be number 14, Cole Butler. Screen pass, lost a yard. 2nd down, 11. Straight drop back. Just missed his receiver on the slant route. Good play there. Good play down
later on, but hopefully not. And as we sort this thing out, I think maybe we're getting ready to resume play here.
They're going to wave the flag off. That's going to bring up a 3rd down 11. Had 2 very special guests that's make their way here to the press box. We're going to get to them in just a minute. 3rd down 11 here for the Bruins. The line of scrimmage are on 32-yard line. Timeout on the field. We'll take 3rd 11. The line of scrimmage are on 32-yard line. Coach Riggs thought they would throw it 30 to 35 times tonight, Donald. They're well on pace for that.
They definitely are. Not much of a running game.
Butler, the quarterback in the pistol set. He takes a snap, goes straight back, rolls to the far side. He looks. He's under duress. He's going to throw that incomplete. Ronald Young giving chase on the Tigers to Merritt Jenkins. He stands at his own 37-yard line. The snap's back. He's going to fake the punt. He's got run room down the far sideline. He's got the first down. He's got more across midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown Pirates. Fake punt, no flags on the ground. So an onside kick and a fake punt.
It's time that the Tigers change their mindset and realize they need to play football.
Coach Riggs, I imagine, will get their attention very quick on the sidelines when the defense makes their way back over. Cottage Hill showing extra point, but I don't know. 7-6, T.R. Miller, extra point on the way. 5:50 here to play in the opening quarter. Snaps back, the kick's up, it's good. So much to the surprise of most of the people here tonight, 7-7. Been joined now by some very... Bill back, of course, Bill, we talked about recognizing the 94 team. I think you probably broadcasted, if not all those games in Kaiser, and they had no chance. I mean, had absolutely no chance.
They had no chance to catch them. We'll let you get back to the game right here, but that was fun, and I tell you, some of those guys hadn't changed a bit. Anthony Carmichael, Shannon Ballard, and some of those guys look like it still play right now.
Well, y'all stay here. Going to get back to you in just a minute. Bill, going to come to you in just a minute. Another onside kick. Chris Jones is going to cover that up at the 49-yard line. So the Warriors here. T.R. Miller 1st and 10, the line of scrimmage at their own 49-yard line. Wide outs to either side. Walker now motions to the near side. Backs on the I formation. McHenry Coleman, the tall sweep across midfield, 45-40. Still on his feet, 35-30 down the near sideline. 25-20, 15-10. Taken out of bounds down at the 6-yard line. So the senior tailback playing
Base, and what a great run.
1st and 10 Tigers. They go no huddle. Jones Manning now in the shotgun. Ahmad Taylor to his right. McHenry Coleman his left. McHenry Coleman again hitting the backfield. That play goes for no gain, possibly a yard loss. So 2nd and goal Tigers. We're going to call the line of scrimmage now the 9-yard line. Ball spotted on the near hash. Backs in the I formation. Samuels motions to the near side. Counter back to the far side. That's my favorite play. McHenry Coleman down inside the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. 4:50 here to Suns now completely set. Have a little breeze inside the stadium. Nice night here at Municipal Stadium. If you're in the listening area, we appreciate that. But I'd like to invite you to come up and come into the house and watch it live. 3rd and goal Tigers. Backs in the I formation. Going to give to Ahmad Taylor off left guard. Hit the 1-yard line. Fighting forward. Touchdown T.R. Miller. Touchdown Ahmad Taylor. Power football there off left tackle. That's James Peach. That was pretty easy.
Pretty their mindset and playing a little better football.
Bill going to bring you back in. We have Bill Henderson and Jack Wiggum here with us in the press box. Of course, Bill, you called the games back in those days. Your son, Philip, was a junior offensive lineman on that football. We're going to get the kickoff here. Then we're going to bring Jack Wiggum back in. Chardian Johnson on the kickoff. The extra point was good by Britton. T.R. Miller leads 14-7. Chardian kicks down the 10-yard line. Wow! Big hit there. Kate Castleberry upending the return at the 28 Trotch. And I can't think of a school anywhere in any classification that had back-to-back offensive line coaches the quality of you and Coach Roach.
Well, I don't know about the side of it of mine. I know how good a coach Donnie was, and I was just fortunate to be here when there was a lot of things getting ready for a game. And it was always important, Coach Riggs, about the old players and all, and it's good to see that they brought all these guys back. And, you know, some things hadn't changed. They're still getting after it good and still running the sweet in the belly. And I tell you what, I really love to see that. This basketball on grass, well, Cottage Hill, quarterback rolling out. It's got a guy open.
That's on his pick. Interception across midfield. Very athletic play there. Kellen Wynn tips it up. Chardian Johnson runs under around the 38-yard line. So Tiger's going to take over on the turnover. It'll be
Miller coming up in the eye. They're going to unbalance them to the right. That's you over 200 there.
tall sweep. Imagine that. That's going to be Tamarick Jenkins on the near side. He's up 45-50, 45-40. Dragging down around the 36-yard line. So big pickup there for Tamarick Jenkins. But it
in the football game.
I imagine Coach Riggs got their attention here on the sideline after the fake punt for a touchdown. Jones Manning rolls to the far side, looks, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Going to pull it down and run it. Going to get out of bounds. A short gain there of about 2.
But Randy can make things happen. He was very smart with the football. Jones Manning reminds me a lot of Randy. Randy's a good friend of mine. But Jones does a great job protecting the football, making good decisions.
Love Randy Campbell, but when Bo Jackson's your tailback, you got to be pretty good.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 8, Tigers. That's going to be Ahmad Taylor off left guard. Very little
pressure on the quarterback, and that really and truly is what forced the quarterback to go ahead and throw that thing up there. So good job by William Yancey on that last defensive series.
The line of scrimmage, the Boilermaker 30. It'll be 3rd and 5 from there. First man through, Ahmad Taylor off right guard, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, T.R. Miller, touchdown, Ahmad Taylor. The belly off right guard, broke a couple tackles, good.
Opened up the hole, outstanding job by T.R. Miller.
Going to bring Bill Henderson back in, and once again, Bill and Jack Wiggum in the press box with us here as part of the 1994 state championship celebration. Say they were number 1. Maybe I'm remembering that the wrong way.
They won. They was mighty close to being it, but probably that year, DJ, and the next year, probably the best football, one of the best high school football games was at Beauregard.
Absolutely. We were up for that one, and that was unbelievable.
95.
That was 95.
Yes.
And tell me this, we're going to get in this a little bit later. The 94 football team went 15-0. Wasn't the 95 team undefeated going into the Alexandria game?
13-0.
They were 13-0. So that bunch of juniors had won 28 at Hill, 1st and 10 out of their 28-yard line. Ball spotted on the near hash. Trip wide out to the far side, long wide out to the near side. Lead option to the near side. That's going to be a pitch. Makes a man miss the 30-yard line. He'll be taken out there. Flag on the play. Probably a block in the back. Kyle Davis, you can buy your tickets for $10 a piece at City Hall, Low Country Adventures, The Oaks, Antigons, or Tallulah Bells. Or you can go online at brownpapertickets.com. So make sure you get your ticket and be a part of the Wash Jam here in Bruton. People say there's nothing to do here, Donald. I disagree.
I disagree as well. Warriors started from their 22-yard line that time.
Good throw and catch there after the penalty. He's going to have it out across the 35-yard line. So the Warriors picking up the Tiger side line. Trip wide out to the near side. Warriors work quick, fade route to the far side. Good throw and catch, but in and out of the hands. Nice pass there by the quarterback. Nathan Williams, intended receiver. It would have been a good catch, one he needs to make. 3rd down, 3 here for the Warriors. They have to make the Warriors 38 if they want to continue the drive. Lead option to the far side. He's going to have the first down. He's going to have more. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Still on his feet, 35, 30. Charlie and Johnson getting him down at the 24-yard line. Nice burst there by number 1, Justin. Quarterback Howard in the shotgun formation. First man through is going to have it off left guard. He's going to break a tackle at 20, drives down to the 16-yard line. Good pickup on first down. They'll give him 7 on the carry. They go no huddle. Trip wide out to the far side. The ball spotted on the near hash. Under a minute to play. Play action pass. No, he's going to give it his guy off left guard. Still on his feet, 15, 14, 13. Going to be near first.
Back went down to get it and literally was falling backwards as he was handing the football off to the running back.
Real quick, Bill, going to bring you in. You were terrible in these particular situations. Does he have the first down or not? I'm 3 for 3 on the year.
Got a first down, David.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, let me turn the mic.
Yeah, I believe he's got the first down, and of course Jack and I became very good friends when I guess I kind of took him under my wing when he got here, but we used to fish a good bit a lot.
He's the first down. You caught it. You caught it.
Good call, Bill. Picking up
But
your
he's
left
the only guy I've ever seen fall out of the boat and get back in before he got wet. And I'll never forget it. He fell off the right side of the boat and back in. I don't believe the water splashed a bit. Well,
I would have liked to have seen some of those fishing trips. That's another story. 1st and 10 Warriors. The ball letting out the Tiger 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 24 seconds here to play in the opening quarter. TR Miller leads 21-7. The quarterback Howard going to roll to the far side. He looks, he fires. That's going to be intercepted. McHenry Coleman in the flats at the 20, 25 out the 28-yard line. McHenry Coleman intercepting the pass around the 8-yard line, bringing it out.
I remember Bebe. I certainly
He was one heck of a football player too.
He was number 54 that year. He played quick tackle. Of course, I coached that, and I'd always show that to my tight ends. That this is how we want a tight end to block.
Well, I tell you, I know Bill knows this. I'm not sure that you do. Donald was on the 1984 state championship football team, and Bill, you've sat around a lot of the bull sessions, whether it's at a hunting camp or somebody's house watching ball games. It's fun conversation to have, who would beat who. It never has an end to the argument, but we're just so lucky and fortunate to be a part of a program where you can compare those teams. So many great teams that have come through here over the years. So many good.
atmosphere, it's one of the greatest things that could possibly be.
And Bill, we're going to stay in that time period just for a minute. Of course, we have the Battle of Murder Creek on the horizon, but those Miller-Neal games in the mid-90s, of course, Coach Wiggum, you're a big part of those. How unbelievable are those settings, those game environments, and just to be a part of those and watch those teams do battle year in and year out, sometimes twice a year.
The 1995
Absolutely.
Philip Jones, and then they came back over here, Jack, in the semifinals, and it wasn't quite as close then, but you know, the class from both sides, and I think even Philip Jones wrote a letter to the team, did he?
A whopping 4 seconds ran off the clock, and I promise you he ran around for 30 seconds. The guy who finally pushed him out of the back of the end zone was the guy who was initially back to return the punt. It was one of the most unbelievable shows of athleticism I'd ever seen. Back to our action here. I'm Mike Taylor down to 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. There are no flags. Big block on the near side.
And 5 after the stands were full, and that's really what's so good about this area. But yes, if you wasn't here, you stood up, and I can remember here and at W.S. Neal, you'd have 10 and 12 deep around the fence.
Coach William, I'm going to put you on the spot here in just a minute, and I think I know what your answer is going to be, and I would be in full agreement with you. A couple of those years, W.S. Neal's probably the second best team in the state.
They were. I mean, those years. Enjoyed it, guys.
Thanks a lot. See you guys around. Jack Wiggum, Bill Henderson, two of the many characters associated with that 94 football team. And I'll tell you, Donald, I just mentioned it, and you and I, of course, have a very special place in our heart for Donnie Wright. It's a long-time offensive line coach.
To go. You know, the T.R. Miller Tigers always had a good athletic program early on. Then apparently they hit a little lull there from what we learned today, where it was a struggle. But I remember those guys that played great Miller football. Walter
Absolutely.
Broughton, you know, I remember all
Ronnie Grady.
Ronnie Grady. And so those were good football teams. But I just remember the tide started turning with Robbie and Lee Mark.
A lot of people now that have been on the scene here in the last 15 years can't fully appreciate this, maybe even understand it. That team went 9-1. Lost Atmore, didn't even qualify.
I remember all those days as a sophomore on that team, and we had some great players on that 83 team.
I'll tell you something else. You know, if you talk about
7A category, and we just happened to be one of the smallest 7A schools.
Ouch.
And it's tough. It is really tough. I think we made it into the 7A classification by about 30 students. So it's been tough for our team this year.
Let's bring everybody up to date with the action here tonight, Municipal Stadium. T.R. Miller 28, the Cowboys 7. Cowboys have a 4th and 15. They're going to punt the ball away. Tamarick Jenkins signals for the fair catch.
Fumble.
He drops it, recovers it. So Tigers will be 1st and 10.
We might need to do that. Maybe I can get John Miller and McGowan Miller and Tom McMillan.
I think y'all can handle that.
We can send a little money this way.
1st and 10, T.R. Miller, their own 46-yard line. Play action pass. Jones Manning rolls on the near side. Has Derek Murray across midfield. 45, 40, 35. That knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So 1st and 10, T.R. Miller, the line of scrimmage. The Cowboy 33. Toss sweep to the far side. That's Ahmad Taylor. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Touchdown, Ahmad Taylor. 9:35 here to play in the first half. T.R. Miller out in front, 30.
Got through that line, and that's really what freed him up and allowed him to make the end zone. So good execution by the Tigers that time.
I tell you, Donald, you talked about being impressed with Jones in the play action pass game. That's where his strength lies. You have to get him out on the corner. It has to be a combination of pass run options. The Tigers also have some premeditated runs just to get the blocking out in front of him. He's not in town celebrating the 20-year anniversary of their historic run to the 4A state championship. Joining us in the press box now, 3 of the seniors from that football team, quarterback John Hart, tight end Ant Carmichael, and offensive center J.R. Edge. We're going to start with you, J.R. You're the closest one to me, and we can pass the mic. Nice to have all you guys back in town. How special is it to be back on campus and see all the guys?
Oh, it's great to be able to see a lot of these guys that you hadn't seen in a long time and watch a little football. I think pretty good play there. A lot of us hadn't been able to see the facilities they got time. You get this group of guys together, which I think was a big part of us being able to do what we did, is we all know how to have a good time.
Going to bring in Ant Carmichael, the outstanding tight end on that football team. And you kind of see the Tigers here tonight playing Cottage Hill. The Tigers have the better football team, starting to execute a little better. You look like you still could play.
I don't think so. I'll try it, but I don't think so. Those guys look good. They're playing good.
Talk a little bit, Ant, about that.
Hey, we're finna run 28 sweep right here, and you can't stop it. And I'm looking at John like, you don't have to block this guy.
Construction work down there in Pensacola, so it works out.
Very good. Going to bring in the senior quarterback now, John Hart. And, of course, John and I get to spend more time together than some of the other guys, seen them around here. And, John, we had Jack Wiggum up earlier, the offensive line coach, and Bill Henderson's here, and we were talking about the season. And one of the things that I got tickled talking with you about last weekend.
We're wide receivers, and, I mean, for 4A, they're no doubt the best. Maybe even 6A that year. I mean, we were that good. I mean, they were
loaded football team,
athletic, and just could do anything. And but the running backs, it was fun. You know,
hit on it. We talked about it a little earlier. It was stealing late in the ball games when you've had Catman and Riri in there banging heads on those guys, and all of a sudden, in crystal clean uniforms, Kaiser and Hudley come in. They had no chance. I mean, they had absolutely no chance.
They had no chance. They had pounded the sweep like Coach Riggs likes to do, and they did a good job with it.
I tell you, and we talk about it, and it happens all the time, whether we're at the hunting camp or we're piled up. Fumble. Got a fumble you can throw into the hopper.
Yeah, it's fun to sit there and talk about it. If it's at the hunting camp or if it's right out that stadium a little while ago, it's fun to talk about. But I'm going to tell you now, 84, 91. They can get them a mess over if they want to. Now, every grown man's got to do right now. He's got to go to work, and but we sure do miss him now. We sure do miss him.
Going to bring Ant back in real quick, and Ant, anytime you're part of a championship team is special, but to do it your senior year is got to be a little extra special. When you can walk off that field and say, hey, we won our last game, it's got to mean a lot to you. You guys can walk off and say, hey, we won our last 15 games. That doesn't happen for everybody.
You know, like jumping up and talking trash to the other team. Coach Riggs didn't play that because, you know, we play with class and pride at T.R. Miller.
Intercepted by T.R. Miller.
Tell me this, Anthony, real quick, and of course you don't live here anymore, and I know when I
play, we never had a doubt in it. There was a couple bumps in the road in the games, but other than that, I don't think there was ever any doubt. And I think that made a big part of how we were. Is you know, you go 4 years of your life listening to Josh and Monty and everybody else, and go into the game that T.R. Miller didn't win, and knowing how bad that hurt you when you were in 8th grade and watching that happen, that you weren't going to be the one that let that happen again.
Going to bring John back in, and John, of course, I don't know.
Tell you what about Dad, he left it on the field. He never brought it home. I mean, even when I was playing, I mean, if I had a question about something, you know, he would talk about it. But he left it here, and that's something.
Of what kind of player he was just based on his physical stature. I'm on record as saying, pound for pound, the best football player that's ever played at the school.
There's no doubt about that. To be, you know, 140 pounds and can run over anybody, he was like a bowling ball. I'm on about the same height.
Ashford in the delivered was right there, and it was Tristan Moore hitting a would-be defensive back. He knocked him into oblivion. I thought he'd killed the boy. I was on the sidelines during the ball games. I thought he'd killed the young man.
Right, and that's why we call him the bowling ball, because he would run over anybody to take. And if I had a bad game, you play like crap, per Coach Riggs. Crap. That was crap, Anthony. You didn't block anybody. And but that definitely made you better. You know, it made you want to work harder because, you know, they came in and they critiquing everything you did. Look at that. You know, that was terrible. That was garbage. And Coach Hart, oh, my God. He would talk about this
today on Tiger Talk. Alan Howard was one of our guests, and he kind of nominated himself as the official spokesperson for the team of 1994. Does that surprise you any?
It wouldn't surprise me one bit. He was definitely outspoken in every way, or not outspoken. That would definitely be the case. You know, one thing I wanted to throw in there, just looking at, a lot of people didn't realize, looking at these guys out here, it looks like I'm watching a college football team in size and plays they're running and all. That one right there went for a pretty good 80 and all that. And you look at these guys out here nowadays, as big as they are, I mean, it's quite a bit of difference. You know, at the size, but everybody was pretty scrappy back then.
And I want to get your thoughts on this. One of the things that has changed in Alabama high school football is now when the state championships for each of the classifications, they have the Super Six. They alternate now between Tuscaloosa and Auburn in terms of
guys. You know, we didn't. No, for the most part, nobody went on to play anywhere to speak of. And when you can win a championship at the same place you won multiple Cup football championships. That goes a long way. I can remember the day when Cleveland County was here and they backed out all the way to the gym and watching all that. So it's quite it means a lot to win it here, and I think they took a lot away from it. Was right. Where it brings it home to. But
I agree with you.
I think it means the world to be able to say that we won the last one that'll be played at this field.
That's awesome. And I agree with you. John, going to bring you in for one more question, and I have to ask this, and looking at you three guys, I think I know the answer.
The Tigers have the ball on Cottage Hill's 12-yard line. Storyline has been, once again, execution by our offense. Offensive line has provided good protection for Jones Manning. Jones Manning has been throwing some short and intermediate routes. The Tigers have been able to run the ball up the middle. Jones Manning, great run around the end down to the 2-yard line. And so T.R. Miller is
the ball spotted at the 1-yard line, the ball spotted on the near hash. Backs in the I formation. Hunter Britton now the tailback. Derek Murray is fullback. Manning the quarterback goes under center. Walker now motions to the near side. Britton's going to get it on the tall sweep to the near side. He's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, T.R. Miller. Touchdown, Hunter Britton. Hunter Britton's first varsity touchdown of his career. That'll be the first of many.
That hopefully at 5.4 speed. I could have gotten there. I know I could have.
Hunter Britton's going to stay on for the extra point. Hunter Britton's going to have all 7 points on this drive, so T.R. Miller now leads 42-7. 52 seconds here to play in the first half. Once again, it took the Tigers about a half of a quarter to get this thing under control. A couple of trick plays early for Cottage Hill. Tip your hat to them for the execution there. But T.R. Miller now firmly.
Game, I think T.R. Miller is playing the way that we were kind of expecting them to play all along.
Jones Manning taking his wristband off. He's probably done for the night. He's earned a rest. T.R. Miller on top, 42-7. Hutchinson on the kickoff return from his 10-yard line, up across the 20 into the 25, 26-yard line. That's going to be, just get the name and number, Austin Holmes, 88. Tell you what, Donald, had a couple of nice guests associated with that 94 football team, coaches, and then most recently players. It's fun to watch those guys enjoy each other's company. I know we do it when we're back with our groups, but when you get back and see some of your old childhood friends, there's nothing quite like that as far as getting back and grouping back up.
There's nothing like it, and, also I have to admit this, when you kind of get to our age, sometimes we forget a few things. So it takes all of us getting back together and reminiscing to remind.
The Hill may not snap it again. They just put the shot clock in play. They don't have to snap it again if they don't want to. We'll kind of wait and see. 14-13. I think they're going to try to get one more play off anyway. First man threw off right guard, hitting the backfield, hit immediately. That's going to be 6 couple of games, so he's going to have the last tackle of the first half. At the half, T.R. Miller 42, Cottage Hill 7. We're going to take a short break and let the T.R. Miller band play, and we'll come back for the second half action. You good with that, Donald?
I'm good with that, DJ.
Stay with us. After the half, we'll have more football action here at Municipal Stadium. T.R. Miller, Cottage Hill. You're listening to T.R. Miller football.
DJ, I know we're about to kick off, but you mentioned Steve Nelson, and so while we've got an opportunity, there's been a question looming in a lot of people's minds about whether Steve Nelson ever played a ball player. And if I'm not mistaken, it was maybe in Selma, Alabama. Is that right, DJ?
Not so fast, my friend. It looked photoshopped to me.
Uh-oh.
But it was Jim's Cloverleaf Dairy, I think is who he played for, and there was a picture of him in a baseball uniform. It just looked photoshopped to me. Well, I'm going to research that further.
All right, Nelson, I'm trying to give you credit, buddy.
Cottage Hill takes the opening kickoff. They won the toss, the coin. Cottage Hill here to start the second half. Quarterback Howard takes the snap, now throws to the near sideline, in and out of his receivers' hands. That ball should have been called.
Call the play. I like that.
Third down, 3, Cottage Hill. Quarterback goes straight back. He looks, he fires out the flats, has his man. First down. He dives towards the 39-yard line. He'll be taken down by Kyle Davis at linebackers, Terry Samuels as well. Secondary made up of 2s and 1s. Walker and Wynn on the corners. Brooks, Brown, and Daughtry the safeties. 1st and 10, Tar Heels. First man through, has it off right guard, breaks the tackle at line of scrimmage, fighting forward, still on his feet to 45, still on his feet, 50, across the midfield into 45-yard line. Brooks Brown takes him out of bounds. 1st and 10, Bears. First man through is Henderson. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Kyle Davis has his hands on him, still breaks the tackle, fights forward, probably gets back to his line of scrimmage. Good hard running there. Smith now going in, Ronald Young out, so the Tigers substituting freely here in the first drive of the third quarter. T.R. Miller leads 42-7. Quarterback in the shotgun formation, wide outs to either side. Henderson, the tailback, alone back in the backfield. Quarterback goes straight back. He throws a swing pass in the near sideline. That's Henderson, breaks the tackle to 40. On his feet, ball's on the ground. The Pirates are going to recover it. I think they're going to have the first down. I'm not so sure I wouldn't measure that, but what the hey. 3rd and short. Quarterback first man through, hit the line of scrimmage, first down, breaks the tackle 30. Good hard running up the 26-yard line. That's going to be number 4, Reginald Rayford.
And right now they're having success moving the football down the field.
1st and 10, Lobos down at the Tiger 26-yard line. The quarterback takes a snap. He goes straight back, fires across the middle, in and out of his hands, almost intercepted down around the 12-yard line. That pass is going to fall in.
Homecoming tonight. They're under weather delay up there. Will not kick off that game until 9 p.m. tonight. So real curious in the Birmingham community how many games will be delayed, so there could be some late scores coming in from around the state.
2nd down, 10 Aztecs. Play action pass. He's going to fire down deep down the end zone down the far sideline. Brooks Brown there. Nicely defended there by Brooks Brown. Trying to high point the ball in the end zone. Knocks it away. 0. And Dale County 14, Pike County 0. That's an interesting score. Dale County, a team the Tigers very well could face somewhere along in the playoffs. 3rd down 10 here for the Nittany Lions. Quarterback's going to get the first man through. Flag on the play, cleaned up. Kyle Davis knocking him out of his cleats on the ball at the Tiger 26-yard line. 8:41 here to play in the 3rd quarter. T.R. Miller leading big, 42-7. Quarterback's going to be in the shotgun formation. Twin wideouts to the far side, a lone wideout to the near side. One back in the backfield. Timeout on the field. The Bears in disarray, breaking the huddle. They're 2-0 on the year. Region play 4-0 overall, ranked number 2 in the latest rankings, trailing only Madison Academy out of Huntsville. We'll see you guys down the road, hopefully in Jordan-Hare. 4th and 8, the quarterback goes straight back. He looks, he fires down the far sideline. That's going to be knocked down, almost intercepted. Trey Walker thinking better of it. Hunter Britton, the factor back, will be a dot in the eye. Senior wideouts win to the near side, Walker to the far side. So the Tigers mixing 1s and 2s just a bit here. Going to keep that senior-laden offensive line intact on this, the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Walker now motions to the near side. Play action pass. Chardian Johnson breaks the tackle, looks down the near sideline, has his man Ahmad Taylor at the 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown T.R. Miller. Touchdown Ahmad Taylor. One play, 70 yards. Chardian Johnson to Ahmad Taylor. Score. Now you see the guys ripping their helmets off. They're done for the night. You'll see liberal substitutions at this point forward. T.R. Miller out in front, 48-7. Britton on for the extra point. Kind of a sidewinder. That's going to go no good, wide left. So Britton now 6 for 7 on the night in extra points. Miller once again out in front, 48-7. 7:58 here to play in the 3rd quarter. At some point, you'll probably see the running clock as well. Tigers having a tough time getting all 11 out there. Chardian Johnson now making it out with a T. And there's the football. It usually helps you have both.
For all you college football fans out there looking ahead, the weekend of October the 4th, the ESPN has narrowed it down. It's either going to be Alabama Ole Miss or LSU Auburn, probably for a primetime game on ESPN. So we'll see how that shakes out.
I hope who they put on.
I know who I hope they put on as well.
Henderson's going to take it at his 12-yard line, quickly up to 20. Austin Holmes down a big hit, made him miss. Still up to 25. Henderson still on his feet at the 26-yard line. I'll say this appeared on film that Cottage Hill was playing harder this year than they had in years past. That's what I'm seeing here tonight. These guys hadn't quit. They hadn't gone away. They're trying pretty hard on every play.
They have not, and I think there is a lot of potential in this team. I really like their quarterback. I think their quarterback does a very good job. So
Christian Mansell, the other. Christian Smith, the nose guard. Tripp Floyd and Davis now the middle linebackers. 2nd down 8. Going to throw the swing pass to the far side of the field. Over quickly, Derek Murray and Alexander Daughtry. Nice gain tackling there. Short, big senior linebacker. I can promise you he punches the clock every Friday night. 3rd down 7. Quarterback shotgun formation. He takes a snap. He looks down the near side. Has a man running wide open. 45-50, 45-40. Still on his feet. 35. Taken down there by Trey Walker. A little bit of a busted coverage there. 1st and 10 Pirates at the Tiger 33-yard line. Straight drop back. Setting the screen up. It's there. Henderson's going to have it. Oh, moved the wrong way. Nice job. Joshua went and couldn't get him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 30. Down inside the 30-yard line. Ball on the ground.
Out.
Or hash. Cottage Hill going from your right to your left on the radio dial. Twin wideouts to the near side. A lone wideout to the far side. One back in the backfield. That's Henderson. Butler, the quarterback in the shotgun formation. He takes it. He fires down the middle field wide open. Has his receiver down at the 15-yard line. That's going to be number 37, Jonathan Williams. Continues to run. 5:30, 5:29. Swing pass to the near sideline. That's Henderson. Makes a man miss at the 15. Still on his feet. It's 12-11. Ronald Young going to let this possession play out. And we've been joined by a couple of more special guests from that 94 state championship team. Get to them in just a minute. Lead option to the far side. Pitch to Henderson on the outside. Like a hold on the far side. No flag. That's probably indicative of the score on the scoreboard, don't you imagine, Donald?
I would imagine, DJ.
3rd down, 4. The ball just inside the 10-yard line of the T.R. Miller Tigers. 4:20 here to play in the 3rd. T.R. Miller out in front, 48-7. Timeout on the field. We're going to stay here with it. Going to bring in 3rd down, 4. The Cardinal. Going to throw the far side of the field. That's going to be in and out of the hands. That's going to be Chardian Johnson almost with his 2nd interception tonight. Pass is going to fall in. A lot of the young bucks now making their way down there. The coaches trying to get in the game. I don't blame them.
That's a good sign.
I don't blame them. They still could tie the record, but more importantly, they can never break it, and they can never be the first team to do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Back on field, 4th down. They're going to go for it. Throwback pass right at the 1st down marker. Breaks the tackle, I think, after 2nd and 3rd. Under 4 minutes here to play in the 3rd quarter. 48-7 our score. The Blue Devils on the move here. Twin wideouts to the near side. Butler, the quarterback, in the shotgun formation. Lead option on the near side. He's going to pitch it to Henderson. Going to make a man miss at the 5-4-3-2 down near the 1-yard line. Stretching for the end zone. Heather, sit tight. I'm going to bring you in just a minute. Let's let this possession play out. Henderson off right guard. Bam! Crush. Ball's out. Chardian Johnson has it. He's knocked down at the 10-yard line. Terry Samuels with a crushing blow at the
Loose. Here we are. Tigers have the football.
Donald, for those T.R. Miller historians, looked a lot like Roger Jones and UMS that night on McKinney down the goal line. Very similar play.
Very similar.
Caleb Winton now in at quarterback for the T.R. Miller Tigers. He's a sophomore. He's going to pitch it back to the factor back. Hunter Britton, tall sweep to the
Hunter Britton go.
20, 25-yard line out near the 30-yard line. Good run there by the sophomore tailback, Hunter Britton. Heather going to bring you in real quick. And
Embarrassed, but I just am cheering because I'm from the class of 95, and I'm here tonight cheering for number 19. Woo woo, 19.
Did you really say cutest?
He is the cutest. He is.
Joshua,
He's my favorite.
Caleb Winton back to pass.
And teach him at the point that the mistake was made. So I know Coach Riggs is very excited. He's going to get a win tonight, but right now he's out there trying to teach these young guys how to execute.
The young man's going to be a better football player because of it as well. 2nd down, 5 Tigers. Hunter Britton off left guard, moving the pile up near the 39-yard line, still on his feet near that. 3rd and short, T.R. Miller. Christian Smith, the fullback, Winton, the quarterback, goes under center. A lot of movement up front. Not sure if it's us or them. Going to be offside somebody.
Well, I hope you're right.
Technically, Stokes can't let her. He just got pulled out. He has not officially played a play yet. That was a penalty play. So 1-9's going to have to wait a little longer anyway. Under 30 seconds here to play in the 3rd quarter. T.R. Miller leads 48-7. Jolly now motions to the near side. Winton split wide to the near side. Tall sweep to the near side. That's Campbell. That's the freshman running back, 45-50. Bam, lowers his head at midfield into Tar Heel territory.
Still, like, you know, we were walking out from under the home side bleachers right down here that, you know, earlier this evening. So that was really over the top, and then to be recognized one by one, you know, that was pretty special.
Definitely all of y'all were very deserving of that. And, of course, I saw you lead the team on the field.
Of course I did.
So I have no doubt.
Of course I did.
When y'all came through the paper mural, that was probably your job too.
Hey, Jason Walker actually said, hey, where's our paper mural to punch through and look through before we walk out here?
How many guys came back from the team? Did you have a pretty good turnout?
And I hear
More
about all
athletic
this
guys, really big
firepower
guys.
from the 94 team, but let me tell you what, Ladnier and the offense, they got it done. Whenever we had to get it done, they got it done. So I believe that 84 team's got a lot of oomph. So
Oh, I tell you this, I've already said it a couple of times tonight. It's just nice to be a part of a program where you can have discussions. So many good teams.
I don't think there was anybody on that 94 team who was man enough to handle it.
Maybe the best moment on T.R. Miller Radio the last 5 years is provided by Alan Howard. Classic. Classic.
And, hey, if there's any way I can provide entertainment free to the public, please always come see me at Mother.
Oh, my goodness gracious. They wore Nike Sharks. Footwear go to 94 easily.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we do appreciate the boosters and stuff coming to the quarterback club and providing such nice equipment. Those Tiger Sharks really allowed us to pivot and move on the field and and Catman and Benny and Cheese and everybody and Hudley and Tristan. If it wasn't for being them Nike Sharks, we wouldn't have had such a lethal background.
I never could throw a football. I would throw it straight at the people in the first row and hurt people. I never could throw it. I would practice on my dad would make me practice on my roof all the time, and I never could throw them. I threw bullets, and that was all. I tried.
Your dad provided the pregame meal tonight for the Tigers. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not.
All right, DJ, I got to interrupt. Look high in the sky. We got the drone flying again.
Wow, the drone is airborne. It's over the field. Tigers going to be forced to punt. Hayden Atkinson, the freshman, in for his first varsity punt his career. Line of scrimmage, the Cottage Hill 44-yard line. It's 4th and 10 from there. Howard back deep at standing at his 5-yard line, awaiting the punt from Atkinson. Snaps back. It's a good one. Good punt to the near sideline. Hayden, a good effort there. It's going to hit at the 15-yard line. Going to take a Tiger roll down to 10, inside the 10. It'll be
years as a T.R. Miller Tiger.
His daddy, Michael Campbell Sr., was a teammate of mine. He was a heck of a football player as well, but Michael Campbell is going to be a name and a number to remember around here for the next several years to come. 8 minutes to play in the ball game. T.R. Miller leads 48-7. Cottage Hill 1st and 10 at their own 10. Quarterback rolls straight back, fires down the middle of the field.
Intercepted.
That's going to be picked off. Trip Floyd at the 20-yard line. 15 reverses field down to the 10-yard line. Still to the 9. Flag on the play. Somebody loses a helmet. That's going to be Christian Smith. 10 T.R. Miller. The line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Cottage Hill. McMillan the fullback. Campbell the tailback. Went the quarterback. First man throws Campbell. He breaks the tackle line of scrimmage. 20-15.
Look
in. Bam. Touchdown. Michael Sue Campbell running over a would-be tackle at the 15-yard line. I told you.
Tackle, Michael Campbell. Michael Campbell is full steam going down the field, lowers his head, hits him hard, bounces off, spins around, makes his way into the end zone. Incredible run by Michael Campbell. A lot of credit to this young T.R. Miller Tiger offense. Really like the way they're moving the football.
Britton on for the extra point. The snap's down, the kick's up. It's good. So Hunter Britton 7 for 8 on extra points here tonight.
I ever had.
And also something that doesn't shock me, the very next week, you get in trouble again.
It's not shocking.
It was
a habit.
He comes to you, the team. We're probably going to be
your double ex-wife here because she couldn't shut up talking to me in class.
He's going to say,
double ex-wife.
That's right. He's going to say, Alan, you can run bleachers, or you can sit up the first half. And he said before he could get out of his mouth, I'll run the bleachers, coach.
I will run the bleachers, coach.
I got to make sure I let her here this year. Now, have you sent me out too about knowing your personnel? You have to know your personnel and just coach them up.
You got to know where to keep the best, and the best always right up front.
Well, we're winding things down here in the 4th quarter. We're going to turn you two loose, but I appreciate it.
To all our listeners out there, DJ is looking so cute tonight.
Thanks, Donald. I appreciate that. Thanks. The drone, I'm still just blown away by the...
We got to figure out how to get him a radio.
Howard off left guard, excuse me. That's going to be Henderson off left guard. Here I go. He's going to get down inside the 5-yard line. Nice run there by the senior tail.
Absolutely. They've got a game plan themselves. They're trying to rebuild a program, develop their players. And so that's part of the that you've got some very good talent to work with as you build on the team next year.
I have to agree with you, Donald. Of course, this is a senior-laden football team. These guys have played a lot of football. But like you, I agree, the cupboard's not empty by a long shot. These guys will be good football players, and they'll be good football players. Just dearest friends have sons on the team their senior year. I knew you'd make a special effort to be here, and I hope you'll be able to do it a couple of more times before the season's over with.
I intend to do that, and you're right. I do have some very special friends with sons playing, and it's great to watch them play ball tonight. I've been especially proud, and I always have to mention this. I get to come home and see my mother, Mary Shirley. You know, she's always enjoy coming home and seeing family. And hey, we got to give a shout out to Jim Shirley tonight. Jim Shirley providing us a fan so
Absolutely.
that we could have a little air circulation up here in the booth.
He's my
And it goes to show you that no game is over until the last second has ticked off the clock and it says 0.
Well, I'll tell you, Donald, I didn't know that you could return a missed field goal 109 yards for a game-winning touchdown. I knew you could return it 105. I thought 109 might be against the rules.
Well, let's just say it was absolutely beautiful to watch all 109 yards of that.
4th and goal from the 21-yard line, touchdown Cottage Hill. So on 4th and goal from the 21, Darrell Williams coming down with it.
And great job by the receiver to keep that defender behind him, go up and get the football and bring it down.
It's going to make our score 55-13, extra point on the way. It's going to be good. So 55-14, 5:47 to play in the ball game. Cottage Hill on the kick. T.R. Miller leads 55-14. I really would have thought the clock would have been running by now, but maybe they're going to legitimize it all the way down, I guess. Here's the kick, high end over end kick at the far sideline. That's going to go out of bounds. So the Tigers, I think, will have their option to take the ball at the 35-yard. Jolly, the tight wing of the near side. Hunter Britton, the tailback. DeMarcus McMillan, the freshman fullback. 1st and 10 Tigers, ball on the ground. Scrum on the bottom of the pile. We'll wait and see who comes up with it.
For all of our listeners out there that have not gone to millerfootball.com and signed up for the text messaging, you really ought to do that. I will tell you, that is how I get scores from the Miller football games. When I'm home, I'm signed up for the text messages from millerfootball.com. And at the end of each football game, I get a text message to know what my Tigers have done. So I would encourage you, if you have not signed up for those text message alerts, please do so.
Keyshawn Patel in for the first time. Counter back to the far side. That's Hunter Britton running hard over across midfield. Needs to get a little bigger, a little stronger. But he's going to make a lot of fine plays for this Tiger offense in the years to come as well. Same play, counter back to the far side. The Lobos there this time. That play fails the game. Maybe loses a half a yard. It'll be 3rd.
You know, DJ, considering the weather this evening and the high humidity, you can't say enough about conditioning for any athlete that has to play in this type of weather. It is so important, and we've learned a lot with today's medical technology, but hydration.
A little different line than what you were going on, but I do remember hydration being taken very seriously after the game.
Well, those were called post-game production meetings, or whatever you want to call them.
Tigers fumbled.
Let me tell you what, back in those days, $5 would get you a lot of catfish, hush puppies, and French fries, and I guarantee you won't get that today. Cottage Hill, and also their running back number 1, he's been a workhorse. So
he could play too. Alan Howard, he was a football player. 2nd and 8 Pirates. That play's going to go for no gain. Austin Holmes. Terrence Hall, junior linebacker. He's going to be another good one. Got a good build on him. He just needs to get in some game action.
You know, DJ, another big game tomorrow at the college level down in Mobile, Alabama. Ball program, they've been doing a pretty good job, and so I think there are some high expectations from the Jaguars in the game against Mississippi State tomorrow.
Really has done a great job with that program. I went out on a visit with James Peach earlier in the spring with it down to Mobile. Very impressed with the facility, very impressed with the operation. Joey Jones definitely has that program headed in the right direction. Couple of more scores to pass along. Ashford 37, Andalusia 7. That's a final And then also Flomaton losing a heartbreaker to Leroy, 17-12. Leroy scored with 1 second to play.
Oh, those are tough ones.
Our buddies down the road just not able to get it finished out tonight.
You know, it's been great tonight, DJ, that I think every single player on the T.R. Miller football squad has had the opportunity to get some very good playing time in tonight. We cannot emphasize enough how important that is to build on the future. I will tell you that I was impressed with how they bounced back after that first half quarter that didn't go so well, and really played the way I expected them to play, and so you gotta give them a lot of credit for making that turn. Enough about that young man and his decision making at quarterback tonight.
Absolutely.
What an outstanding job he did. So I think all around the Tigers had a very good ball game. Great to be back with you. I really appreciate that opportunity of being here.